Shiba Inu has made a lot of people millions from time in the past, and it's bound to repeat itself again. But now, are you willing to be part of those that made a fortune with Shiba Inu? Okay, and before I do that, I want to drop a certain Bible verse. Okay, it said, "A faithful man will abound with blessings, but whoever hastens to be rich will not go unpunished." Okay, this is Proverbs 28 verse 20. A faithful man will abound with blessings, but whoever hastens to be rich will not go unpunished. Now, slow and steady wins the race. I'm going to be dropping a video for you. Okay, this is a pastor. I want you to listen to him. Don't forget, this page I drop dreams, not just the one I had myself, from my subscribers or fans, and also I drop crypto prophecies. Okay, for prophecies that has to do with finance. Okay, Christian faith attached to investing. Okay, I drop related videos to this. Now let's watch this. Without further ado, let's watch this. Okay, and if you're yet to follow me or subscribe on this very channel, I want you to do that, because definitely it's gonna worth your time. It's gonna worth it.
So let's pick Shiba Inu. So the last live stream I had on a Saturday, which is the healing room, right? After going and after the live stream, obviously, I think I prayed. Yes, I prayed, and then I went to bed. So when I went to bed, the Lord began to speak to me, right? The Lord began to speak to me, and I heard His voice, and I got awoken by His voice. And what He was speaking to me about was Shiba. He just said, I just heard His voice. It was like Shiba Inu, and then I woke up, and there was a downpour, like heavy rains, a downpour of rain, right? And this was like the blessings. And I was like, what's happening? And then He began to minister to me about a price point for Shiba Inu. And He was mentioning to me about $5. $5. Now, children of God, I'm aware that, many are looking at $1 and that price point for Shiba. I don't know if this will be a first wave, a second wave of Shiba. Maybe first wave is $1, second wave will be the $5. I'm not sure. But all I know is that I was being ministered to about $5. $5, right? That's what I got. And that's what I wanted to share with you guys. And also, let's get ready for one of the signals, right? A signals or a witness, right? A 2x move, okay? A 2x move, right? Of Shiba, a 2x move, okay? What does 2x mean? Like the price, if I say 2x, right? Something is $1, just times it by 2. That's what I mean, the price. A 2x move from whatever it will be, but we will not miss it. We will see it. And it will be spoken of it. Oh, Shiba did a 2x, right? This is just one of the signs. The Lord will usually give a sign, because to show you what He's speaking about is true. For me, Shiba has always been something I've always been looking at it like, maybe we'll get to 50 cents and then we'll get $1, and then after that it will die out, things like that, but what I saw that day, it also amazed me too. So I wanted to share that with you guys. Amen. And so please, it's not financial advice, and invest as the Lord leads you. So finally, the Lord led me to take out a price point, and I don't like speak about price points. Amen. So that's it. And there's someone in the comment section who said, if all the so-called influencers, right, or crypto influencers, I don't consider myself that. I consider myself as a child of God. If they all came together and we decided to burn a certain amount, we could get Shiba to a certain amount. Listen, like, prophecies are not like that. You cannot manufacture prophecies. Do you know that even if we got together and did that, it might not even work? Because prophecies, God is one who brings prophecies to pass. I remember another year I was with my friend whom I pray with, a very good friend of mine, and when we went to a certain place, I began to tell him the things that the Lord will do for us while we are there. Began to tell him that this and this will happen, this and this will happen, right? So while we are there, we spend time there and we are praying. And I remember there's someone there with us who had a problem. He got fired at work, and his monies, right, are not coming out. Like his money, there's a certain amount of money that you're supposed to get when you get fired from work, because he had been from his payslip, money had been going towards that. So he finally got fired, and the money was not coming. So as we went up to a certain place with him to pray, and we were praying, the Lord began to speak about money being released. And guess what? It happened the next day, the money was released, right? And it's a lot of money, guys, like a lot of money. So when the money got released, then it was like certain things began to come to pass pertaining the things that I saw. Because I was wondering, the things I saw when we first got there, I saw a lot of prosperity, I saw a lot of, like, even things we were going to do and partake in, and then everything linked and everything worked out. But of all the things that happened, there was this one thing that did not happen yet. And I was like, yeah, but I saw this thing, I was sitting there, the next day we were leaving, I'm like, but this one thing has not happened yet. And this one thing had to do with a certain particular food we were supposed to eat, So I was like, let me go to the shop. I've got money, let me go buy this thing and fulfill this prophecy and fulfill everything. And guess what? I got to the shop. As I bought, I was telling the guy that this is what I want to buy this. And this thing was right there by the window. I kid you not, guys. The guy, all of a sudden, he did take my money. But now when he's supposed to take the product, he's feeling everywhere, touching everywhere, but not close to the product and saying, we don't have it. I'm like, but this thing is right in front of you. What do you mean you don't have it? It became like a real problem. And we are there going back and forth until I took my money and left. And I'm wondering, what's wrong with this guy? And I got into the house, by then the Lord administered to me and I sat down and I spoke to my friend. I'm like, you know what? God taught me something today. You cannot make prophecy happen. You cannot make prophecy happen, right? You cannot engineer prophecy. Yes, I know there are prophecy. We have to play our parts. It's not like you just sit down, right? No. Be obedient to what God says to do, but He is the one who takes care. If there's a big prophecy over your life, the best thing to just be obedient to God and follow, and He's the one to make the prophecy come to pass over your life. You cannot do it yourself. And I'm aware there's conditional and unconditional prophecy. That's what people say. Yes, it's true. We wage war with prophecy. It's true as well. But the main thing is this. You are not the one. Joseph saw a dream, right? Joseph saw in a dream. He saw himself in an elevated position. He saw himself, right, in a high position. And what happened? What happened after that? Did he not say to the butler, to the cupbearer, first cupbearer, remember me when you come out of here? Remember me? Did not try to shortcut his way. But you can't do that. You can't. You can't make prophecy happen. So we all have to wait upon the Lord. Watch Him and let Him do what only He can do. Let Him do what He knows how to do. That spectacular thing He knows how to do. Even in this year of 2026. Just watch Him. Wait upon the Lord. The best you can do is be obedient to whatever He tells you. But watch Him. That prophecy will come to pass. Those dreams and revelations He shows you, they will come to pass. Okay? So that's it. That's what I wanted to share with you guys today. So we're coming back.
If you'd like to